During this video segment, I will show you how you can copy curriculum track content from one school to another school. In order to do this, a couple of things must take place. First of all, both schools must be curriculum track clients. Secondly, the school that is going to be sharing curriculum content has to be willing to do so. In other words, both parties need to be willing to give as well as receive the curriculum track content. To learn more about this, you can go to Admin, Courses Database, and then on the left side, you should see a link that says Import Content from a CT School. If you click on that, you'll see more information about this process. And notice step number one is to contact the school creating the content to receive permission, because basically what they'll need to do then is do something on their end, which I'll show in just a bit, to grant that permission. So currently, my school is Foundation Demo School. There are two schools, Central Wisconsin Christian and Lansing Christian, who have authorized or granted permission to my school to access their content. There's a number of reasons why you might grant that access. For instance, what if you have a teacher at your school and they leave to another school and they're requesting, and the school that they move to has curriculum track as well, and they may request to be able to pull over their maps and lesson plans. And then your school can decide whether you're going to grant that access or not. If a school does grant the access, again, they'll see these links here or these buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Lansing Christian, and it says two-step process. You will need to map the fields because their template of what fields they have in their units may be different than what your new school has or what this school has. You can then step two, you would select the courses that you want to copy. If they have lesson planner, you also have the ability to copy lesson plan content. I'm going to skip that for now and continue on to step number one. So these are the template that I have at my school, Foundation Demo School. And I want to move these courses to this default template. Then notice it has, and this would be the unit planning template from Lansing. And I really can't change that. They're just telling us what the name is from Lansing. These fields right here are Lansing's fields. So they have a pretty simple template with just 3 fields. And so I can decide, okay, I would like to take their essential questions and put it into our essential questions. Their learning targets, they call them. And where do we want to put those? And so you can decide where you want those to go specifically, or you could say, you know what, I'm not going to include that field. And then I'll go ahead and assessments will go to assessments. Step 2 then is going to show me the courses that Lansing has given us access to. It looks like it's their computers courses. So I'm going to go ahead and copy over 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. I'll click import, and now those courses have been copied. If I go to manage courses, I'm not sure. It would go into the same program that they had on their end. So I'm guessing that they probably will go into information technology. Let's see. Or it looks like they renamed them business and information technology. And here's our 3 courses. Notice it'll have the word copy in front of it with the name that they had. And now what you could do is you could come in and you can give it a new course number, give it a new name, and so forth. If this is going to replace a course that you already have, then you'd want to go to a course that you already have, maybe rename it, call it archive, give it a new course number so you can kind of get it out of the way, if you will, and utilize this course instead. So this shows you how you can copy that course over. Now, as I said earlier, Lansing Christian would have to give you access first. And to give access to another school, what you do is, let's say that Foundation is willing to share. So they would go to Admin, Utilities, and if they scroll down a little bit, allow an outside school to copy maps. I'm going to go ahead and say Enable. You can choose which school you want to give this access to. So in this case, let's say that I'm going to give this access to, I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll just say Ada Christian School has been in contact with us. So I'll click submit. That's step one. Step two is, what courses do you want to share with Ada Christian? So these are all the courses that are currently in the courses database for Foundation. And let's say that Foundation is looking to share the elementary history. So we'll say that it's going to be K through 5 history. And then you can either scroll up or down, I believe. If you go down, see there's a submit. The submit will be at the top as well. Make sure you click submit. You have to do that. Now the changes have been made. You can hide the courses if you want to or show the courses. But now, if I would log in as Ada, so let me take just a moment to do that real quick. I can do that as a curriculum track, a support person. But now when Ada logs in, they can go to Admin Courses Database. They'll see a link on the left side here, bottom left, that says import content from another CT school. And notice it has Foundation Demo School here. And if I wanted to, I can again choose my template and choose which fields you want each of these to go into and so forth. And I'm just going to skip over, oh, there's a lot of them. That's right, for this one. But then if I would go on to step two, it would show the courses that are available to me, which would just be the K through 5 history courses. So that gives you an idea of how you can share content, and there may be a variety of reasons on why you're willing to share that content. Maybe they're a sister school, maybe you know someone within that school, but again, if you would like to request it, you have to contact the school to get them to authorize it. If they decide, and they certainly don't need to, but if they do decide they are willing to share, they would go to Admin Utilities and go to the section here where they can share that content, allow an outside school to copy maps, enable it, and so forth. This now concludes this video segment.